We only carry the best of Bambi. So we have Uppa, Nuna, Bugaboo, Cybex, Silver Cross, Maxi Cozy. We only carry the best strollers, but each one does something just like in a dealership. When you go to buy a car, you can either buy a Mercedes, but which Mercedes? You go to BMW, which BMW? They make a lot of cars. Same things happen with strollers. How they function is what we're trying to achieve. Hi, I'm Emilio from Bambi Baby, and I've been reviewing baby gear for over 40 years. If you have any questions, comments about any of the products, click the links below and follow along. I am here to educate you and guide you down your shopping journey of all premium brands. When I walk into the dealership, I'm not going to test drive every car in the dealer. It's not going to make any sense. Same thing is happening here. Once I narrow down that what I'm looking for is a sports car, because a sports car goes down and folds like this and makes this really simple, then I only look at sports cars from every brand because I decided I want a sports car. But what I'm going to suggest is an SUV and figure out a car seat that will connect to both. So my car seat can connect to a sports car and my car seat can connect to an SUV.
This is just like a more compact version of it.
Exactly.
Like on the go.
2 cars or 1 car?
Just one for now.
1 for now? Okay, so the family car will have the primary stroller. You don't need a compact out of the gate. The reason why I like to talk about 2 is I know you're gonna come back for a compact. I know that for a fact. Because as soon as you get on the plane, as soon as you're gonna go to travel, you're gonna wanna travel with something smaller and lighter. Mix Next allows you to put a car seat on it, allows you to put a bassinet, and I could remove the bassinet very easily and just put my stroller seat. So when I have my Mix Next stroller seat in it, I can just pop it in, right? What I was saying earlier is the bassinet with a Mix Next is a luxury, not a necessity, because this lays flat. So a winter baby, I really want that, but how often am I gonna go strolling outdoors? Very little. Most of the time, in a driving environment, we drive all the time, so I need my car seat. So initially, my car seat goes onto my Mix, it sits on the ring. To fold my Mix, all I gotta do is put the brake, pull the 2 triggers, and I step back. So it's nice and compact, very easy. But a car seat has a 2-hour time limit on it. So the baby should only be in a car seat from beginning to end 2 hours at a time, and then take them out, let them air out, let them take a break, whatever has to happen. With the Mix Next, I can put the baby directly in the stroller seat and go to the mall and stay as long as I want, stay for dinner, do whatever I wish, take the baby out of the car seat, you put them in the stroller. I can still fold the stroller with the seat in it, so it's not an issue, but it's so easy to take off that I can keep this in the back of the car with my ring, decide what I'm gonna connect to my stroller depending on where I'm going. In the beginning, 90% of the time, you're just gonna have a ring on it. How I choose a stroller is part of this process, right? It's extremely overwhelming when you see how many strollers we have in here and you're trying to make the right choice. How do you make the right choice is pairing it to you and your lifestyle. Understanding how you're going to use it is a lot more important than which one. We only carry the best of Bambi. So we have Uppa, Nuna, Bugaboo, Cybex, Silver Cross, Maxi Cozy. We only carry the best strollers, but each one does something just like in a dealership. When you go to buy a car, you can either buy a Mercedes, but which Mercedes? You go to BMW, which BMW? They make a lot of cars. Same things happen with strollers. How they function is what we're trying to achieve. Like I remember you saying, I want it to be a double stroller, so the Demi Next from Nuna is their only double stroller. I call that a minivan. A minivan because it carries a lot of people, just like a minivan. An SUV, with like a Nuna Mix, gives me a lot of full features like lay down, full suspension, the seat will turn around, but it will not become a double. Therefore, I don't consider it a minivan because it only carries 1 child. The only way I'm a big fan of selling you a stroller that becomes the ability to carry 2 is if you can tell me when baby number 2 is coming. If you can say baby number 2 is coming within a year, then great, I'll check that box off. If you say I'm gonna wait a year and a half to get pregnant, and the kids are gonna be 2 years apart, then it really depends on your lifestyle, if you live in the city or if you live in the suburbs, to see how long you're gonna use it. But as soon as I say I'm gonna put 2 children on the stroller, I get away from light and compact. So it's no longer light and compact because I designed the stroller that has to carry a lot of people, so therefore it needs to carry 100 pounds, so it can't be light and compact. If you want it to be light and compact, I could use something like this, which could be light and compact and very simple. It'll carry my car seat and I can fold it very easily, sometimes, very easily, and I can fold it up. That might be what you're looking for. But as soon as I go light and compact, I give up a lot of the suspension. Light and compact will never be a double, right? The way to narrow it down is, do I go SUV or do I go minivan? And we're always going to use travel, which is right here. This happens to be travel LX, and we're always going to own travel. I promise you, everybody's going to own this category. This is what I call the sports car. The light and compact, simple, easy, very simple to fold, folds by itself. I can put a car seat in it. So everybody's going to own this. And this works for certain families right from the beginning because I'm always going to use the car seat. I really don't stroll at parks, gravel, or grass. This stroller is fine. I don't need my baby to face me. But if you want to have a reversible seat and face your baby, if you want it to lay flat when the baby falls asleep, an SUV is better. And my compact is going to be as soon as I make a reservation and get on a plane. What we're trying to achieve is that my car seat can connect to both. It can connect to my travel, and it can connect to my SUV. So this stroller is the same stroller. Let's talk a little bit about bassinet. The Nuna Mix lays flat. So I can enclose this, I can wrap this up, it lays flat. So I can put a baby directly in here, and my baby has the ability to lay flat in here. Sorry, kid. So my baby can lay flat. So the luxury of needing a bassinet with a lay flat stroller seat is not needed. You might want it, and it's very easy for me to grab that bassinet and connect it to the stroller, but it's a want, not a need, if you go with a Nuna Mix Next or a Silver Cross Reef. Those 2 strollers are the only 2 strollers in here that give me lay flat capability to not need a bassinet. Looks like everybody in here, for the most part, is spring, except for one belly. Everybody looks like spring. In spring, we might want a bassinet. The weather's nice, I want to go for a walk right away, so let's get away with using that out of the gate. But if it lays flat, that might be lay flat enough to be able to go for that stroll. The only time I need a car seat is for driving. The misconception is that I need a car seat to go strolling. You don't. Your car seat has a 2-hour time limit. You don't want your baby to be in this position, which is compressed in a fetal position, for more than 2 hours. You want them to lay flat for digestion and colic. So a lay flat seat, a bassinet, is very important. The car seat is meant for driving. The reason we connect car seats, infant car seats, to strollers is because nobody wants to wake up a sleeping baby. As soon as you get in the car, 90% of the time your baby falls asleep, you go for a ride, you want to just be able to take this out, connect it to my stroller, or lean the canopy back and carry it wherever I want to go. I carry car seats like that. So it's easier to carry like this. It doesn't matter what it weighs at this point, because my shoulder has to come off the socket in order for me not to be able to carry this. So I can carry this a long time. Anything I carry like this eventually is going to be too heavy. The idea is to have something to carry my infant car seat really close. So my infant car seat connects to my stroller really close. But for suburban families, my car seat is my primary, and my car seat is going to connect to my base. So it's very easy, and I can buy additional bases. But the most important part of suburbia is I have to go in and out of the car all the time. I apply my brake, I pull the two triggers, and it doesn't get any easier to go in and out of the car. So I lift it, and I fold it. The reason that's simple is the brake is on. If I don't put the brake on, it won't fold that way. And if you fold it, I can fold it down to the ground, but now I have to go down there to go get it. I don't want to do that. I'm lazy. I don't want to go down there to go get it. So I rather stand it up, and now I could pick it up. Weight of a stroller. I know a lot of you have asked me about weight. Weight is an obsession from parents. I want it to be lightweight. I want it to be lightweight. The question should be, I want it to be easy. It doesn't have to be that light. You're not going that far with your stroller. You're only picking it up from here to go to the car. Unless you live on the second floor. So if I have to walk up or I have to walk down and use subway, then weight is very important, and then we just change the dynamic of the stroller. But if the car does all the heavy lifting and the car is the one that's going to carry it, I just need it to be simple. And if it's easy, it's very simple for me to pick this up and put it in the car. I don't have to carry it that far. I explain to a lot of parents, pretend you're going to the supermarket and you buy 4 bags of groceries, or you buy 8 bags of groceries. How many trips are you making upstairs? 1. It doesn't matter if it cuts your circulation. You're not really worried about how much it weighs. I just don't want to go back downstairs again. So I'm just going to go upstairs once. You only have to pick this up 2 seconds from the floor to the trunk of the car. So if you're willing to carry your groceries all the way upstairs and make the trip, picking this up and putting it in the trunk of the car is easy. We have decisions to make, tall parents, short parents. So having the adjustable height in the handle is very important. So the key decision is, do I need a minivan because my family's going to grow and I need to put 2 kids on it? Do I want a single stroller to just take care of the first year and a half and I cross that bridge when I get there? And when am I going to own a compact for simple, light to travel? You will own compact. Question is when. But if I can build an ecosystem around my car seat that connects to my single stroller or my minivan and connects to my compact, then it becomes really, really easy. A lot of times in the suburbs, we're a 2-car family. In the suburbs, 2 cars. It could also be his and hers. It could also be grandma and main stroller. It could be my main stroller to go for parks, gravel, grass, fields, and my compact stroller just to go on errands, to run to Target, to run to Starbucks, to come back. Yes, I am talking about 2 strollers. I talk about 2 strollers all the time because 1 stroller is only going to cover 80% of what you want to do. With 2 strollers, I cover 100% of the scenarios. And this is a scenario that's often overlooked when I talk about 2 strollers. If my family's going to grow, I already have 2 strollers for 2 children. I have my primary for my older child or my compact for my older child. I make that decision. Post-COVID, we all go everywhere together. We're rarely alone. I know we want to say, hey, I want to be able to do it by myself, but we rarely go anywhere alone. We're always with someone. So it's okay for 2 parents to push 2 children. It could be grandma and me, it could be husband and wife, it could be anybody, 2 children all the time, 2 strollers. So right out of the gate, you have your double stroller if you go full featured and the compact. I don't necessarily need to put 2 seats on 1 stroller for 1 parent to do all the work and the other one busy texting, right? So it's easy to make that decision, and then you have limitations sometimes when you go with a single to a double. So a stroller that grows with you and the family, sometimes you have limitations of sizes of the children. If you have little babies, it doesn't matter because the little babies can go here, this seat can come out of here, this seat can connect on the bottom. I can connect the car seat adapter up on top, so I can make it a double stroller quite easily. But it really depends on the sizes of the children. If I have a big baby down here, they're not going to want to go down there. Okay, then let me put them in the front. And I go with an inline, like an Upper Baby Vista, which is extremely popular. But the Vista gives me a 40-pound weight capacity in the front, and it really depends on the child. Are they going to fit in there? Are they too tall? Are they too small? The weight of a stroller, of a car seat, is all marketing. All of it. This car seat goes to 30 pounds, 32 inches. There's no way anyone in here, any mom that's in here right now, can carry a 30-pound baby in this car seat. It's impossible. You're not going in and out of the car with a 30-pounder. That's a bag of cement. Right? You're not doing that. So they're tested to go to 30 pounds. They're tested to go to 32 inches. But you're only going to use it a year. That's reality. We install hundreds of car seats here. Most babies are coming out anywhere between 8 months and 14 months. They're graduating from infant, and they go to convertible. There's also a misconception about convertible car seats. Convertible car seats, I have them behind me here. Convertible car seats are good for newborns. We can use them for little babies. But convertible car seats do not connect to strollers. And a lot of times you run into issues with convertible car seats coming home from the hospital. A lot of times the hospital will not let you come home with a convertible car seat, especially with a little baby, because they want to put them in the infant car seat and do a series of testing that they can breathe in an infant car seat. So infant car seat is a must. Then you graduate to convertible car seat. So infant car seat, we all agreed about a year's time. After infant car seat, we go to convertible. Convertibles are fun because now there's swivel convertibles. Right? So, hey, I need a swivel car seat because it's easier. It's easier for parent, has nothing to do with the child. The child is equally as safe in all car seats, but the swivel makes it really important for mom or for dad to put the baby in. You don't have to go sideways and you don't have to bang their head as we've all done in the past. But a swivel car seat has certain limitations. Sometimes it's weight, sometimes it's height, sometimes it's inches. So infant car seat, 0 to age 1, convertible car seat, 1 to age 5, and then a booster car seat later on. So every child needs 3 car seats on average, unless they're small, then we can get away with a convertible, or they're really tall, then we got to go to booster right away. There is a concept of all-in-one or forever. I want a convertible car seat that's going to last forever. I don't want to deal with this. I say this all the time, and Instagram's going to love this. You got to deal with the 3 P's. Pee, puke, and poop. Once the baby's little, the diaper's containing everything. So the infant car seat is easy to maintain because the diaper controls the mess. Once you start potty training and you have them in a convertible car seat, that next phase is a little more difficult because they're not telling you when they're peeing or pooping. So these car seats over time get pretty nasty. So the fact that it says it's going to last forever is marketing. That's not true. It's going to last 3 to 4 years. If you have a good baby that doesn't have any accidents and tells you, then great, it is going to last forever. Car seats have 10-year expirations on them unless you go with a baby ark that has no expiration on it. It just really depends on what you need. But the truth is, suburban lifestyle, 1 baby at a time, I'm going to go with an SUV, like a Nuna Mix, Silver Cross Reef, Cybex Priam, Bugaboo Dragonfly, Upper Baby Cruise. It's 5 strollers. If I'm going to go with a growing stroller, with a stroller that becomes a double, like the Demi Next, I would compare it to the Upper Baby Vista, to the Silver Cross Wave, to the Cybex Gazelle, to the Bugaboo Kangaroo. Again, 5 strollers. We need to figure out the category that we want, and then it's easy for me to recommend the stroller for you. If your family's gonna grow quickly, let's buy a minivan. If we're gonna say one baby at a time, let's buy an SUV. But infant car seat connecting to my stroller is called travel system, and every stroller in here becomes a travel system. So the initial decision is SUV, minivan, or sports car. Infant car seat is a must. Convertible car seat you put on your registry, and everyone here should register on myregistry.com, not Babylist. Babylist is a duplicate gift nightmare. So you get a bunch of duplicate gifts and you have no way of controlling it because your gift giver has to go to the app and say, I bought it, this is what I paid, and this is where I bought it, take it off the registry. So don't do that. Do it through my registry. It's 1 gift per location, and you can add Amazon, Bambi, Target, whatever you want on the same thing. But it's only 1 gift from 1 location, makes life really easy, and you can start your registry on Bambi and then add all of the other products. So it's really simple to manage. Liking this video and subscribing is really, really important. Call us at 877-82-2624 or email us at cs@bambibaby.com. We have 5 convenient locations for you to shop at: Miami, Florida, Paramus, New Jersey, Middletown, New Jersey, Long Island, New York. Comment below with any questions. Stay tuned to watch more videos like this in the future, and thank you for watching.